means to your particular future. This election is, in my view, going to be sizable because we have pretty sizable issues. The economy. Everybody knows we have a struggling economy. We have the issue of the fate of Obamacare. Iran's a pretty big deal. And the last thing is the Supreme Court. This issue of politics doesn't equal economics. Why do I say this? Because politicians pass laws all the time, and they think that they're creating something each time they pass it. The more something costs, the less of it you get. The Democrats love to quote this guy because he said when the economy falters, government can provide stimulus by spending and round off the trough and get government back on its way. Unfortunately, he has been misquoted and misused because too many believe that Keynesian economics meant that government should spend a ton and be the main force. The concept I'm trying to get you away from is this notion that higher rates result in more revenue for the government. Obamacare dramatically raises taxes, and the Republicans don't believe the government can force you to buy a private product. Iran's a bit much to us, and we care about the Supreme Court desperately because we don't think the laws should originate from the Supreme Court. We think they should originate from the legislature and the courts review it.
I felt like when people asked questions, he would dodge it and just keep spitting out the same Republican mantra about taxes and not really listen to what the audience members had to say. And I felt like he was very vague, and I think economics is a lot more difficult than what he explained. I am a student with a disability, and my father was laid off a couple years ago, and during the worst time possible, and we were so nervous. And so with Obama's Obamacare, which he likes to call it, I'm able to stay on my dad's insurance until the age of 26. I feel like he has made a negative connotation with the word Obamacare and just how, it's unconstitutional, but I think he isn't seeing the human element to that and how many people it does help.
I thought that he was very informed, had a lot of details, a lot of facts that he was able to draw upon, and brought an interesting viewpoint that a lot of people at Berkeley might not think about. Talked a lot about taxes and a lot about the regulations, and I think obviously in terms of the economy, those are the big issues right now. I think it would have been interesting to hear a little bit more about the issues with Iran and world policy issues.
I thought it was very informative. I thought it was very well done. I thought he was a great speaker. I was really quite impressed. He listed out like his main, the 4 points. I wish we could have talked about more of the points. It's really focused on just the first one, which is tax policy. I would have liked to hear his opinions about Iran because I think it's a very complex, very difficult issue to explain. I didn't really learn too much, but it was good to hear what my fellow students thought as far as their questions and stuff, and that was pretty. And I liked the way he had a bit of interaction with the audience. He raised hands, and you kind of took a pulse of the crowd.